Howdy, welcome back to Sky Factory 3, episode 44 with me, Sid, and I'm here, feeling a little bit of ashamed. Well, not a lot. I'm human, I make mistakes more than the average, but there you go. So, first things first, last episode, no comments on, because obviously I'm recording in advance of myself, so the epic failure of the last episode is not my area of shame. My area of shame is areas where we have missed opportunities, shall we say. So, silicon. This stuff here can be made with sand, clay, and there's a 80% chance of 2. We can do it with redstone. We can do it with sand. There's a 50% chance. We can do it with compressed sand or double compressed sand, and there's a 50% chance of 27 times 3. This is going to make us a lot more than doing it that way. Now, the suggestion from T.S. Kimball and Brad was that instead of doing that, because there's a 50-50, you do 3 sand to 1 and any extras you absorb. Well, that works. However, the other one was a blaze rod recipe. 1 blaze rod makes 4 blaze powder, and there is a chance of sulfur, and this bit here is what we need to get rid of. So there's, if we go back, let me have a look at the thingy. If we go blaze powder, we could just craft it. I mean, we don't need to sag mill it. It's just that we get more blaze powder to the blaze rod. There's a 50-50 chance of that. So the obvious choice here, because let me just check how many blaze rods do I actually have. 2,000. You know what, let's clear that. Let's come down here with not that one, let's come over here and do blaze hang on, that one, let's do that and do that. That guarantees, that guarantees there is a chicken in here, a live, living chicken. Where are you? Sorry, nothing personal, chicken, but you cannot be suffered to live up there, because you will muck up all my recipes and the likes. Alright, that's blaze powder sorted. Now, silicon, we've got a couple of options. We could go with the higher, let me have a look. If I go in here and go silicon, if I go with a triple compressed, well, let's start off with a compressed. That's a compressed sand. Then we need to double compress it, and then we need to, that's a processing pattern, you stupid man. Let me just put that back and put that back, and let's try that again. Compressed sand. Yep, that's compressed sand, and then we can go with a double compressed sand, and then we can go up here, and we go compressed and double compressed, and then we'll jump over here and we will go with this recipe. Using that will make 27, so if I go and pop that in there, it will make 27, 27, 27. Now it's still going to be far more than I need, but with a bit of luck, let me just clear that, and we'll pop you back in. I'm going to make you 2, so we'll double that up. I think that should be more than adequate, and then we can come to the sag mill and go bang, and that's fine. And then that's the silicon dealt with. We can clear that and all is good. I'll pop those back in there for now. Now, so that's that one. Now, Neil suggested that we set this one to furnace mode only, and it put in here the items that will only go furnace. So These are all just normal furnace cooks. This one here, of course, is not. This is an alloy. And if we were to go and have a look at the other alloys we can make, if we forget some of these other recipes temporarily, so crushed coal powder, silicon and iron to make that. Okay, well, if I go, let's have a look at coal powder for starters. I don't think we've got any means. No, so we need a sorry, pardon me there, not that one, this one. So there's a 10%, we're going to make one with a 10 and a 10. So can I, if I take you and a coal powder, can I just do this? Put in a coal, give me a coal powder, and then we come over to sag mill and we'll pop that in, and that should be fine. Let's have a look. There is a way, I know there's a way to do this without seeing it. Just make me 10, please. So it should put 10 in there, and it will get a guaranteed, sometimes it'll get two, more than one, and sometimes it'll get the sulfur, which is fine. And that is done. Excellent. So then we need electric steel, and that is the recipe for that is silicon, coal powder and iron. So we'll grab an iron, we'll grab a silicon, and we shall grab a coal powder. Rather than put these in automatically, I'm going to basically go and say we take that, that and that gives us one of, no, damn it, damn, hang on, can I, that's more like it. So that will give us electrical steel, and yeah, so that's all of those. Now obviously I can sit there, and I'm not going to do these all now because that would be silly, but so if I look at electrical steel now, for example, and take that away and say craft me 10 of those, why did you not start? Because I put electrical steel into the sag mill like an idiot. Let me cancel all. Let's try that again. Electrical steel, craft me 10. Much better. Okay, so that's that. Now Neil also pointed out this. These things are actually chisels and bits compatible. So I have hidden this cable behind this, and over here, if we were to take our chisels, and I've basically chiseled one of these down, we can cover this up quite acceptably using chisels and bits. That was it. Anyway, back to the mission at hand. And we need to put you and you away. We need to do this end portal thing, and I've tried teleposers. I have tried have I tried anything else? I can't remember what I've done now. It seems like so long ago. However, there is one thing. There is the matter. There's a matter transmitter, the matter receiver, and the matter booster. There's a matter beamer, which I've got no idea. Can then send that beam to connectors. Don't know what that would. Matter booster, but matter transceiver. We need a machine frame. Matter thing needs a machine frame. And we probably need a dialing device as well. So let's start off with that. Let's make two of. Hang on, my receiver, I need four, don't I? I need one of each, I think. possibly. Let's make them anyway. So 1, 2, and 1, 2. Now, presumably, I need a dialing device. I've not really played. That's the telepad dialing device. Simple dialer. Okay, dialing device. Make 2 more of those. These are cheap enough. And make 2 of those. And then I need some flux. I need a flux point, 1 and maybe 2. Make me another flux point, please. Okay, make me some more of those. Maybe want some storage at at both sides, but let's start off as we mean to go on, and let's go and install up here. We're going to go up to this rather disastrous attempt at a room, and we'll have you out of the way, and we'll grab our blood magic bag, and we shall place you, and the button can go in there. And then what we're going to want is, presumably, we are going to want to do a oh dear, this is awkward. How do I transmitter, receiver, and maybe the dialing device there? How? Okay, so this is hang on, transmitter, receiver. So receiver will be overworld. It's public, and there, and we can and this is overworld T. I don't know. Overworld T. That's the transmitter to overworld. Receiver. Okay, well, that seems to be okay. So what I think we need then is we're going to need some power. Let me take that out of there. Whoops, we'll bring that all the way down here. And obviously that will all be hidden properly once I've verified that this actually bloody works, because okay, that is charging, that is charging, that is charging. So if I were to go from the transmitter to the receiver and then do dial once, if I go and stand here, oh, there we go, that worked. I mean, you know, it was dramatic. We moved from one side to the other. But let us go to the end now. Oh God, I've got to remember how I've got that thing in my inventory, but I always forget about it. There we go. Let me go and munch an end cake. Nom nom nom. And get over here, where we shall strip out this this pile of poop here, and we shall replace it with the with this lot. So we've got transmitter. I'm going to put the transmitter there. I'm going to stick a receiver there. I'm going to stick the dialer there. I'll stick this going on here. So this is the transmitter. So this is the end T. This is the end R. So we will go from end transmitter to overworld receiver. That kind of works. We just need now to power it, which we should be able to do quite comfortably. Let me come up. No. Yeah, that's fine, actually. And then we shall just place our flux point in here and connect it up. And we should be pretty good to go. That's almost full, so we're going to go from end transmitter to overworld receiver, and we shall dial and bang, and that's okay. And then we can go from overworld transmitter to end receiver. Should have thought of this. And then we go. We're sorted. And then we can just head back. Quite happily. Don't want to hide the teleportation beam, that much is certain. How do I, if I were to go overworld transmitter to end receiver, I could interrupt that. Okay, that's fine. Right, so that puts us in a reasonable position. What I do want to do is just change this around a little bit, however. So that's the that's the transmitter. No. That's the transmitter. Let me just place a block in here. And we shall place you here with your own connection. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then we'll take you out of the mix. Now in this case, I may actually be able to do a little bit more to make this more sensible anyway. I want you to take that one out. But we need to hide the cables, we need to finish off the rooms, do the building. Let me just go and grab a few bits and pieces and I can be right back with you in a mo. Alright, well this side was pretty easy to build in. Just popped this, if I can just get myself back in there. So we've just popped this usual tree structure in, and we got the teleporter to leap around. I suppose we can get rid of you now. What we should do actually is, I'm thinking if I just take actually we can just take a bit of dirt, can't we? Any old block will do. And what we should do then is we're going to jump to the teleporter. We are going to go from the overworld to the end and dial, and straight over we go. And then we're in a place where we can at least do something with this. Now I want to drop this roof one, but before I do that I need to, oh crap, if there's an Enderman already on there, then oh dear, we're in trouble. I've brought the block that they can pick up, haven't I? Alright, not a problem. Vein miner and ready to fly. Yeah, I don't like doing that over the void. It's not my perfect idea of a day of fun and relaxation. So what we've got there is, yeah, you see, I can bring this lid down half, but then they're spawnable. The alternative would have been glass, wouldn't it? Of course, a glass roof. Yes, let me just head back. I'll grab some glass. Get me some glass, please. What should we take? Thickened, dark. Dark would not be a great deal of point. Let me just take ordinary, everyday glass. Whoosh back over there. This is a damn sight easier than eating a cake. Well, technically speaking, I suppose eating a cake is easier than this, but you know, we are right. Can you make a slab out of? I should know this, but I know we can't make a glass slab. That's kind of silly. I'm fairly certain we can't make a slab of glass anyway. Let's have a look. The slab. If I were a glass slab, no, we can't make a glass slab. Now, what we can do, however, is take all of those out and bring these in one down. Does mean we need to reroute those cables, but that is in itself not a problem. And then we shall just, I'm going to chisel these up just so they're a bit nicer than that. What shall we go with? I think we shall go with quite clear glass, because we can. Now what I'm thinking then is we'll take this lot out and replace that with the slabby jabs. That's tango. You know, when you sit there and you watch YouTubers, because like any YouTuber, you know, we got into this for a reason, and part of that reason is because we watched other people doing it. And it is bizarre when you recognize in yourself a tendency to use another YouTuber's terminology. Not because it's wrong. I think, you know, as they say, you know, imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Just because it's different. You don't, you know, you recognize it as something you do. So yeah, it's that was a Tango Tech. Oh wow, I wonder whether, I'm tempted to find out. No, we don't need to find out. What we do need to do is we need to place this here, and we have our teleporter room. Right, armed with that, we can get to and from the end pretty quickly. Why did I want to get to the end so desperately? Well, a couple of reasons, or several reasons, and for the and you know what, let's not beat around the bush. You can blame Neil for this. So I've been talking about doing solar panels, and a few people said don't bother doing solar panels, they're not worth the trouble, but I've not really ever played with environmental tech. So it's a mod I've never played with, and consequently, because it's a mod I've never played with, I should probably make myself some more 4K discs if I can. Storage disk. Can I make a, let's make a 16K, shall we? Okay, off you go. See how that goes. But because I've not really done Ender Tech before, environmental tech before, what's going on here? Oh, it's still doing stuff. There you go. Storage. There's a 16K. We'll pop that in there. That I might actually make another one. Why not? Well, should I make a 64? Yeah, why not? It's not like we can't make them, and it should be able to make everything automatically now, I think. Yeah, so it's making the basic processors over here. Everything is automatic, that's great. Right, so environmental tech. So I have been playing around with the idea of doing the solar arrays. And there's something, you know, as I say, it's been told that I don't really need to make these. But, you know, let me just have a look at these. So you've got the solar panel with a solar cell. That's all clear glass. Clear glass is made with enriched sand. Enriched sand you can do without. So that's all doable. Now, apparently, I've been told that these on their own actually output a reasonable amount. The other way of doing it is go obviously silly and look at the solar panel. Draconic, I don't think is anywhere near. What is the generation? 131, and that does 54, I think. So anyway, I've been told that these are possibly okay on their own. Let me go. I tell you what, there's only one way to find out. Let's go and make some of this. So I need to make some of this, which is that. So make myself a stack of that. That is just a furnace mode only. Off you go. So you can do that. While that's doing that, we need these. So I need, oh, there you go, I have 64. And then the rest of that should be pretty standard. Now, obviously, when we get to the higher ones, stabilized ender pearls, and yeah, there's some stuff I believe we need some things from the void miner, and this is where a lot of people have been telling me to do the void ore miner and the void resource. Now, what's the difference? Resource, common resources. So when we say common resources, what do we mean? Because that's an awful lot of power to get common resources. Now the void ore miner basically obviously pulls stuff out. Ores, is it that one we want? Let me have a look at alabaster. Alabaster is from environmental tech. You get it with a void resource miner. Okay. Clear lens, or if you use a white lens. So it is the void resource miner you need. Okay, we need to do that. That's the one we need, and obviously we need to be in the void to do that. So let me have a look. How are you done there? Let me make some solar things. 21. Now it is night time. Of course it is. Where's my bed? I haven't used that for a while. Oops. Damn it. Damn it. Alright, we'll put that back and we'll get that to grow later. Let me go to the roof and we'll find somewhere just to position a solar panel and to just see what this thing does. Because I've not, as I say, these are pretty... is that doing anything? Oops. I don't know whether that's doing anything. Solar cell. I suppose the obvious way to find out would be to go and find a, if I can get myself to my storage. Have we got any storage devices? Trying to think of the name now. If I just go with a basic flux storage, let's just do one of those. Shouldn't take that long. Oh, he's going to... Oh dear, no, forget, that's not going to help at all. Capacitor then. What we want is maybe just a basic capacitor bank. Typical. Make me a stack. Now make me a basic capacitor bank. Right, and then we go back to the roof. We'll jump up there and we're out into the world. Right, let me have a look. Capacitor bank here. Did that just charged from? I don't know where that just got its charge from. But anyway, let me pop that down. No, it's not going up. No, I think I've definitely got the wrong end of that stick somewhere along the line. I've also seemed to have picked up some reward bags. So let me get back down to storage. So anyway, let me put those away, get rid of that, and that. So if we're doing a void or miner, a void resource miner, then what are we going to start with? Of tier 1, perhaps? So it needs two laser cores. It's a 7x7x4. Okay. Thought doesn't this have some kind of visualizer? Assembler, that's the beast. Hold or spam. Right, so if I go, let's start with that. Assembler. Alright, how the hell? What came first? The chicken or the egg? I've got no alabaster. How do you get alabaster? The only place you can get it is with a void or a miner. So we have to do the structure level 1, I think. Resource miner. Let's get this one thing going, shall we? What have we got there? Everything except for we need a netherrack, we need a moss stone. Okay, make me some of that. Oh god. Yeah, I have got no vines. So we need to fix that one first. One, two, three, 4. And bone meal. Oh, and dirt. Well, at least we can teleport now. That's always a bonus, isn't it? We'll go to here. You're close enough to the center that we can use you. We'll borrow this bit here, and we shall place that. And we shall go. There we go, and voila, we have a divines. I wonder how many people often forget that. I know I'm probably as guilty of anybody else as forgetting that is a means of getting vines. Vanilla tactics. Oh, hello. Growing back on me. So yeah, anyway, that gets us vines. That's sorted, which will give us the ability to get our moss stone, which will be pretty vital. I'm going to grow a bunch of these. Now, I have actually come up with a way to put vines on the tree and not have them grow out of control. I think I have a method, but I haven't tried it yet. I may give that a little experiment. How are we doing there? It might be quicker just to stand and do it, especially when you consider the amount of time that just took me just to get 22, and I've almost doubled that in considerably less time. Anyway, let me just sort this out. I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, I'm feeling a little bit stupid. It turns out, obviously, the assembler. Let's have a look at the assembler. So I'm looking at this going, oh, I can't get alabaster. Alright, what have we got? Well, I can't get basalt. Oh, hang on. We've got a hardened stone structure block. Well, hardened stone structure block is made with hardened stone. And that, well, that I can make a bit of. I can make more of things. So if I want to make a structure block tier 1, then we're going to do that. And if I want to make a structure block tier 2, then, well, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to obviously do a little bit of that, and that gives me an assembler. Sorted. Okay, so we need to get stone. We've got lots of that, but what we need is this stuff. So can you make me 512 of those, please? Off you go. And then we're going to want to go and have a look here. So we need 24 structure block tier 1 or above. Okay. Structure block tier 1 or above. Well, we'll go with tier 1. We need 24 of those. 1, 2, 3. Get those in. Oh, hang on. Oh, we need to make more of the hardened stone. Of course we do. 2, 3. Oh, that's it. Okay. Fine. So let's do that. We got 9. That's 10. So I need 24, didn't I? Said. So that will be 20. That will be 24. Let me get my bag of holding. We'll empty that of these bits for starters. That can go, and that can go, and that can go, and we'll start putting what we need in there. So we need 24 of them. We need 20 machine base. Okay. Base. Maybe I should have gone with hardened stone machine base. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, what am I out of now? I know I'm out of something. I'm out of those. Make 2 lots. And another lot. There we go. Now let's continue on with those. So 9, that's 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20 machine base. Done. Okay. 2 laser cores and 1 clear. Right, now here's where we get some fun. So laser cores requires this clear glass, which I've cooked to another stack of those, so we need 2 of those. Okay, and we also need 1 clear laser lens, or any coloured. Well, we'll go with clear because I'm not really too worried at the moment. Laser. Well, okay, maybe lens. White lens, clear lens. Lens, bang, 1 of those. Clear lens, bang, 1 of those. Okay. Did I not just make 1 of those? Yes, I did, but I put it in there. So that gives us everything we need for the tier 1, except for the actual void resource miner itself. Void resource miner tier 1. So we're going to need another one of those. Going to need another one of those. Oops, which means we're going to need another one of those. And everything except the netherrack. Netherrack is a bit of sand in lava, isn't it? Is that right? Use of that fluid. Oh no! Oh no! No! It is sand in lava, isn't it? No, it's redstone in lava. Duh. Let's go and fix that one quickly. This should be pretty straightforward. What we do is we jump. No, we take that away. That should just be better. Let me just do that. You can never have enough for this stuff. You know, it's like when you're making one, you might as well make a stack, especially if you have to jump around to do it. Now I realise I'm coming close to time, so I want to try and get this void resource miner done in the end, and then once we've got that going, we should be able to start thinking about solar panels and getting some silly levels of power production done. And the silly levels of power production I'm wanting to do primarily for RF Tools Dimensions, but you know, at the end of the day I'm just kind of doing it because I can. So we got that. We're going to pop you and you away. I'm going to take some glass with me because glass is non-spawnable and it's free, and we shall jump up to our teleportation room. And just bear with me, my phone's ringing. Alright, sorry about that. That was Mum's just got back from a Baltic cruise, so she was bringing in the information. Well, she was passing on the older info. So anyway, I'm going to take this stuff. We've got plenty of height, and we know it's a 7x7x4, so we can take this, and I'm just going to bring you to a grey bordered glass. Doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to take this out here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think. Oh, I know what I didn't bring. I know that's wasteful, but there you go. So we're going to pop you down the old thing, and now this structure builds from the top, so we're going to need you. We're also going to need to ensure that we have got that and that in our inventory, and then we're going to stand on the top of this thing, and we are going to basically spam click it until it's done. There we go, and there we go. Tier 1 void miner thing doing its work. And at the moment there's no power, there's nowhere for it to put its stuff, so let's go and address that one quickly. And yeah, we'll we shall, I think so. What we want is we're going to need a flux plug. We're going to need a plug. No, we're going to need a receiver then. Let me just do a flux thing. There we go. One of them. We need a red one, and I need some of those. Make me some. All right, make me some of those. Thank you. Now make me some of those. Thank you. Now make me one of those. Thank you very much. And then I'm thinking, well, probably a different ender chest. Now we are keyed in on purple. So maybe we should go with a different. Let me go and get to the ender. Blah blah blah. Ender chest. But let us go in with a orange one for sake of a. Make me some orange wool. Okay, make me some wool. Bang, and make me an orange wool. Damn it. Losing myself here. Orange wool. Oh dear. We'll get there eventually. I actually should have made 2 of those, but it doesn't matter. We'll get. We'll make it. We'll do 2. We'll do 2. We'll do 2. We'll get that sorted now. That, and then we need to do that, and then we're going to need to do 2 of those. Brilliant. And we'll pop one here for a moment, and we shall take these back over to here, and we'll get them in, and the world will be wonderfully happy. Now I'm still unsure what to build structure wise in the end. I mean, we could keep it as simple as this. It doesn't really need to be anything fancy. So what we're going to do is we'll pop you down here like so, and then we're going to pop the flux point on there, and we are going to link you up to that, and it's every 200 ticks it should. Yep, we got some cobble. Yay! I can't believe well, actually no, I'll rephrase that. I can believe that that this thing. And the other thing I don't know is whether this is going to be spawnable. So we've got 2 cobble and a piece of stone. Oh, we've got some mycelium. Well, that was well worthwhile. I'm sure you'll agree. However, there are, if we go and have a look at the lens, there are, that's increase effectiveness, orange, blue lens. You've got various lenses, but it's whether, if I want to get certain things, then we need to figure out what lens we want, and but that's actually not bad. So laser core is there. Okay, so that's the clear lens. Presumably you put a different coloured lens in there, and it's doing stuff slowly, but it's doing stuff, and that's good. The clouds might be a pain. Anyway, we got our teleport sorted. We've now got our first piece of environmental tech stuff going, and it's not necessarily, you know, the mycelium, soul sand, andesite. You know, we're not getting anything thoroughly exciting right now, but that's not the point. It's working. So I think on that note, I'm going to really call this an episode, because I'm way over time anyway. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.